Hello, my beautiful souls. Who is ready for day 3? Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to day 3 of the Breakthrough in Your Online Business Challenge. Yes, let's freaking go. Right, let's make sure we are up on here. Say hello when you jump on. Hello, hello. Let me just get it up here on my phone. Oh, I think I just saw it. Yes, I did. Amazing. Perfect. Do say hello when you jump on so I can see everybody's name. And of course, if you're watching this on the replay, then chuck hashtag replay into that comment box. I have got my eyes and my team's eyes on these comment boxes. This is how we know how engaged you are, how committed you are. And it's all in aid of the competition. Now, just to touch upon the competition, you may or may not have noticed 2 sneaky days being put in. Yes, you've got 2 bonus calls. We've got one on Friday and one on Monday. The one at Friday is 1:11 p.m, of course. This is GMT time. And then the one on Monday is 11:11, back to normal time. Hello! Hey, Samantha's in the house. Hello! Hey, everyone watching. Hello, my darlings. Okay, so that's the first thing, is we've got 2 extra bonus days. The second thing is I will be announcing the competition winners, the 3 competition winners, on Monday. So you've got more time. I know so many of you have been jumping in and trying to catch up. So I thought I'd give you a little bit more time, a little more space, more capacity over the weekend to really dig in and get the best out of this workshop. So I'll be announcing the winners on Monday, so keep tuned for that. Hello, badasses. Hello and welcome to day freaking 3. Oh my goodness, literally when I was getting ready for this, I was like, where even are we in the week? Hello. Right, I'm really excited as today we're going to be digging into identity. So in day 1, we really kind of went into your limiting beliefs. We now understand as badasses, it's our mind and the thoughts that you are having and those beliefs that you have been conditioned with for many, many, many years is what's actually stopping your business success. We are bamboozled every single day with you need this extra strategy, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to be posting more, you need to be doing this, you need to try this strategy and do this. And sometimes it can become so overwhelming. And the reason why you should be listening to me is because I'm a business coach. Okay, I'm a business coach, and I'm telling you that before any strategy is involved, you are your most important entity. You need to be making sure that this is on point in order for you to activate that next level of success. This is my whole message throughout this whole workshop for you, is so you can understand and grasp this and stop letting those beliefs that it's another strategy is what it is that you need. Strategy is very important. There's strategy in everything I do. Strategy in my Insta story, strategy in what I post, strategy in how I launch, strategize in my team. Business isn't business without strategy. Absolutely. But what's way more important than that is you. So that was day 1. Day 2, we then went into what actually is that you want, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, and how we can become very successful and how we could build confidence in that. And then day 3 is about the identity. And what do I mean by this? Well, what I mean is about who you actually need to step into to become that best version of yourself. So we've already done this in day 2 in regards to, we mapped out what your goals were, what that dream life would look like, how many hours you'd be working in the business, how much money you'd be making, what it would feel like. Would you have a team? Do you work in an office? Do you travel the world? Maybe you're in Ibiza, maybe you're in Cuba, maybe you're in Thailand, maybe you're in Spain. Maybe you're here in not so sunny Surrey, right? It doesn't matter. It's what matters to you and what your dream life looks like, okay? Maybe you want to retire your partner. Maybe you want to be mortgage free. Maybe you don't want to have a mortgage. Maybe you want to go and buy many, many different properties. It doesn't matter. What matters is you actually need clarification around that. I've got many clients. One client really just wanted to make 6 figures so that she could be at home more with her children. and feel fulfilled and do what she loved doing. My other client wanted to build her business so it was successfully sustainable. So she didn't have to be in her business every single day. So we'd launch online courses and she absolutely smashed that. Another client wanted to actually retire, wanted to retire her partner. You know, her partner was the one that supported her dream in her business for so long, and she wanted to say thank you back to him. Like, I've got another client who wants to set up a charity. Like, everyone has different, give me shivers. Everyone has different reasons of why they want to make the money they do, why they want their business to grow to whichever level they want that to grow to. And every freaking thing is possible. Like, you need to understand that first and foremost, right? So now what we need to look at, this is the gap. This is where you currently are right now. This is where we want to get to. Okay, they're two very different levels. So let's do some highlighters. Here we go. So this is where you are right now, the blue highlighter. The pink highlighter is where you want to get to. You're like, yes, there's a gap. How do we bridge that gap? Identity. Who you need to become in order to make this your new reality. This is your current reality right now. You're experiencing life through the lens of your beliefs and your patterns, your thoughts and your emotions. That's what's happening. That's why you're getting the outcome that you are. That is why you are living and experiencing what it is that you are. That's why you may be experiencing a income plateau. It might not feel really easy in your business, and you're hearing people talk about, i.e. me, you hear me talk about on Instagram stories all of the time, that things feel great, flowy, in alignment, right? This feels fun. I get to play, make money and change people's freaking lives, right? And you're thinking, I don't feel like that. I feel like this is hard. I feel like I'm hustling. I feel like I'm stuck at this income plateau. I feel like I'm quite ungrateful. I feel like people might think I'm being ungrateful because I earn money in my business and I enjoy it, but I want to get to that next level. I get you. I feel you. I hear you. This is why you're here. And in order for us to do that, this gap needs to be bridged. How do we bridge that? Who do we need to become? And I don't mean that you need to become another Natasha. I'm not here for all my clients to become mini Natashas. That is boring as hell. No. What I mean is, who do you need to become? And you need to become the best badass version of yourself. That's what you need to become. But we need clarity around what she looks like, what she feels like, what she vibes like. Because she is making very, very different decisions to what you're making. That is why she has a very different lifestyle and dreams. And that she is you. That she isn't me. That she is you. So you right now, this is your current reality, are making decisions based on data, based on your current experiences through the lens of this is all I know. That's why we're getting the same results. That is why we're at that incline plateau. That is why things are not feeling easy and flowy in alignment. What we need to do is open our freaking eyes and see it from that, our highest self. This is your current self. This is your highest self. The reason why she has hit that 10K, the reason why things are feeling easy for her, the reason why she is smashing her launches, the reason why she is making the money she does and why she's been able to scale her business and it's all feeling great is because she made very different decisions, and that is why she has experienced a different outcome. Anybody you see, whether you look up to me or anybody you see on social media, and you're looking at them thinking, wow, how come they are reaching that level in business? How come? And you may have been started your business at the same time and they've skyrocketed and you feel like this is where you are right now. And you're like, I want to be there. I want to be there. Good. Hold on, we hit a pause there, so I'm just gonna wait until we're back. Okay, I think we're back. She made different decisions to what you are currently making right now. And that's okay. That's okay. Because we're going to change that, right? So, like I mentioned, your current reality is formed from your current beliefs, emotions, and actions. or inactions. So that's what we need to change. So what we want to do is we want to tap into our higher self. So I want to ask you this. What 3 things need to change in order for you to break through in your business? Your energy was way too much. You stopped the Wi-Fi. Yes, Tony. Oh my goodness, for sure. I have this, and sometimes I feel like I'm too much for my house sometimes. Like the energy, the house is just like, whoa. I love that. So what 3 things do you need to change in order for you to break through in your business? And I want you to journal on these, but I'm going to give you the answers. Okay, so let's go through them. The first one is the self-talk and perspective. So how you are speaking to yourself, how you are speaking out to reality, to others, and then your perspective on your reality right now. That's what needs to change. And if you follow me on Instagram, you would have saw this morning on this story that I shared. If you don't, come on over at Natasha Clark Coaching. It's definitely a vibe. So, you know when someone says to you, how are you? How do you answer? Actually, I'm going to ask you right now, how do you answer? Put it into the chat box. If I said to you, hey Tony, how are you? Hey Sophia, how are you? Anna, how are you? Samantha, how are you? Right, tell me. What would you reply back with? You know, the Irish say, grand, how's yourself? Not too bad, I hear that a lot. Yeah, fine, plodding along. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, so. Okay, these are all quite normal responses of what we hear. What would you say if you asked me, hey, how are you? And I said, successful, how are you? Don't you just love that? Would you have the balls to say that to somebody? Because I certainly am going to do it. Next time someone asks me, how are you? I'm going to say, successful, how are you? Just for shits and giggles. Freaking love that. I love that. So good. But can you see, for example, can you see just the difference? Like, I don't want you to say fine. Fine. Who the hell wants fine? Good. So. Getting by. Not in our badass vocabulary. Sorry, but not sorry. It's a no. It's a full body no. What I want you to say is great, thank you. Great. Like, things are great. I want you to make sure that when we are speaking to ourselves and outside, it's all vibration. So this isn't a vibration, and where you are right now is vibration. That is why people can quantum leap. Logically, it doesn't make sense that you can go from 10K to 100K. But we are entrepreneurs. We don't do logic. We don't want logical results. Because if we wanted logical results, we would have just gone and done the logical route of doing the corporate world or doing a logical job that makes logical sense. Right? Think about this for a moment. As a coach, a consultant, an online service provider, you are selling information. You are selling energy. You are selling capacity. You are selling knowledge, experience, your journey. That's what we're selling. What is logical about that? I mean, it still blows my mind, right? So, for us to create illogical results, incredible freaking quantum leaps, oh my goodness, we need to be a vibrational match to what it is that we want. Energetically, this isn't, okay, I must do this, and then I'm going to do a step by step of this, and then I'm going to post every day, and I'm going to say these things that Natasha teaches me, and then it's all going to work out. You're not going to be an energetic match to what it is that you want to bring into your world. So, if, for example, you want to, well, I'll give you an example. When my goal was to get to 6 figures, I could have looked at my current reality and gone, wow, I am way off 6 figures. I could have looked at, oh my goodness, 6 figures means I've got to make this a month. Oh my goodness, this month I only made this. That means I'm now behind. Oh my goodness, that would mean that I need that many clients and I don't have that many Instagram followers and I don't have that many people on my email list. And this works even when you're scaling to multi-6, 7 figures. You could still give yourself the BS that my Instagram following's not high enough. I don't have many people on my email list. You could give all these logical reasons of why you can't do that. But what if I was to tell you that there are people out there making multi-7 figures, 8 figures with an Instagram following that's low? I've got a client that made 10K a month and she had 1,000, just short of 1,200 followers. Right? We don't do logic. Right? And I'm obviously not going to go into strategy on this workshop, but it's really important that energetically you are a match for the life that you want. So to become an energetic match, we need to step into that 6-figure badass version of ourselves. How is she showing up? How is she speaking to herself? So something that you may have heard yourself speak about is, this isn't working. Okay, this isn't working. The 6-figure business version of yourself, your higher self, would say something like, I'm figuring this out. I'm figuring this out. You know, even, for example, for me, I've been in business 5.5 years on my journey to 7 figures. There's things that I get wrong. There's things that I mess up on. There's things that I don't nail straight away. There's things that I could look at and go, wow, this isn't working. But that's not what my best, highest version of myself would say those questions to herself. I don't look for problems. I look for solutions. And if I don't know what that solution is and I want help to work that out, guess what? I hire help to help me. I don't know how to do this? Brilliant. Let me find a solution. Okay, you know how to do this? Great. Teach me how to do this. I want to be in this energy. I want to pay to be in this. Do you see what I mean? To see the difference in what you may be saying to the actions that you're taking. So another one may come up for you is, I should be further along. I hear this so much from entrepreneurs. I have been X amount of months, years in business. I should be further along. I should be at 6 figures, multi-6, 7 figures, like fill in the gap, right? Instead, what your highest version of yourself would say, I know I'm destined for huge success and I'm on my journey. This led me to that. That led me to this. Everything that you are experiencing, going through in your business right now, is what has led you to today. You wouldn't be the badass that you are right now on this workshop if you hadn't have gone through everything that you have gone through. That led you to this. Everything now that you're going to, the new perspective you're going to have after this workshop, the new understanding of who you need to step into is what's going to lead you to that. That is so important to understand and recognize, because we can be so hard on ourselves as entrepreneurs that we should be out here. And I was guilty of this. I was guilty of this last year. Right? And this is why the download of Conscious Coach came, because of everything that I experienced last year. And I'm like, wow. Everything I've learned and the person I have become, I need to package this up. I need to teach in a live program, Conscious Coach, 6 weeks, and transform entrepreneurs' lives. Why? Because I do not want people to go through what I went through last year. You don't have to get stuck, feel stuck, stay stuck. That's a choice. It could have been my choice. I could have stayed stuck. I could have stayed in the, I should be further along. I should have stayed in the pity party of all the horrendous stuff that was happening in my personal life and allow that to control and consume my actual life, my business life. But I didn't. I'd done the work. What about, you know, if you're saying things like something is missing, something is missing, I just something is missing. Instead, your highest version will say, let me look at what is working, and I'm going to multiply that. And then I'm going to review from a bird's eye view. I'm going to zoom out. Stop zooming in on everything that's not working and why things are not happening, blah, 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 blah. And instead, I want you to zoom out and review. What am I not seeing? What am I not seeing? And problem solve that. Don't sit in the problem. Your highest version of yourself doesn't sit in the problem. What she does is she invests into herself to go back, to look at the limiting beliefs and be able to shift them, go back to her inner child, and then work through the process to get to her higher self. That is what a badass does. She doesn't sit in the problems. Every entrepreneur experiences problems. Every entrepreneur goes through self-doubt, goes through imposter syndrome, goes through dips, goes through identity crisis, goes through shit. Every single entrepreneur. Think of one. Just anyone. And I will be able to say to you, they absolutely went through it. You may not have heard it, and you certainly may not have heard it through the time, at that particular time, But they maybe talk about it, oh, well, back then, that's when I experienced this, this, and this. And you're like, wow. And look what you've been able to achieve. Yeah, because I've done the work. I've done the work. I've done the work on me. So the self-talk, how you are talking, you need to be very aware of it. And when those conversations come up, be able to shift that. And your perspective, how you are looking at things will change everything. Two people, me and somebody else, could be looking at this pen and we could think very different things. Someone else could go, it's a pen. Someone else could go, oh my goodness. Do you know I reached 100,000 followers from writing a love letter to myself with this pen? Do you know this was the pen that I wrote a beautiful love letter to myself saying everything was going to be okay and you're going to completely transform your whole life and quantum leap you and your business? Can you see? Perspective. Perspective is everything. There'll be lots of people that signed up for this workshop and then don't jump on it because they don't value free. But yet you're different. You're showing up. You're watching it, even on the replay, even a few days late. It doesn't matter because your perspective on what you are perceiving as value is different. And that your higher self is perceiving everything very different to what you are. And we can change that by that energetics. The other one is she acts as if now. She acts as if now. What do I mean by this? You don't get a six-pack and then go to the gym. You don't go, let's say I really want a six-pack. And you're like, okay, God, universe, source, just give me the six-pack and then I'm going to go to the gym to work at keeping it. That's not how it works. You have got to step into that identity of someone that goes to the gym. How does she perceive the gym? What's her self-talk and beliefs and patterns around the gym? You step into the identity of someone that shows up for themselves, works out, eats well, sleeps well, trains their mind. Guess what? That six-pack comes in no time. You have to step into the woman that you desire to be because that is the woman that has everything that you desire. You know the difference in looking at a vision board? Well, your higher self is that vision board. She is it. She doesn't have the vision board. She is the freaking vision board. She's the vision board come to life. And it's because she acts as if now. So ask yourself, what different decisions is your higher self making that you are not making right now? What action is she taking that's different to the action that you are not taking right now? This is what we call embodiment. You're somebody that wants to have a successful, thriving, sustainable business that has a flow of clients, an avalanche of clients. You know, your bank account is always in overflow. You have got savings accounts, pensions, investments, stocks, shares. You've got a profit account. You've got a operations account. You've got, think about it. Oh, what am I trying to say? A business expense account. Like you've got all the different accounts, right? She's somebody that finds it really easy. She shows up. She's on social media. She's like, this is freaking fun. I love this. Her energy is everything, right? She's showing up very different. That's embodiment. If you want to be someone that attracts clients in really easy, you have to be that client that attracts really easily. I'm back. I've done it again. I sent the Wi-Fi through the roof. It's because my higher self is like, yes, she's onto this. This message is, she's a vessel. It's funneling through her to her audience. Like, this is what you need to hear. If I was somebody that is selling investments, let's say cryptocurrency, like this isn't what I do, obviously. But let's say I was somebody and you go, okay, that sounds amazing, Tash. Do you do it? No. Oh, you expect me to do it, but you don't do it. That's not embodiment. I truly and utterly find it the easiest thing to do is to sell, to show up on social media, to be myself, because I've done a shit ton of work on myself to get me to here. But also I'm an embodiment of what it is that I sell. I can self-conscious coach so easily because I truly believe in these 6 weeks being transformational for you. That then is backed with evidence with the 7 incredible girls that went through the first round of it and the transformations they have created, right? So can you see that? I'm absolutely an embodiment of what it is that I sell. So of course it's easy. Are you an embodiment of what it is that you sell? And be honest with yourself, are you? So let's talk about the action. What action can you take now in order to step into that higher self? So you think about, what is the action that she is taking that you are not taking right now? So maybe it's investing in herself to master the inner work, hiring help. She makes the commitment to show up for herself every single day, mind, body, and soul. Not just show up on social media, not just show up to sell. I mean, show up for yourself consistently, working on yourself, being the badass CEO that you are. So something I do to implement this into my week is I work 3 days a week because the other 2 days in the week that I want to spend with my son in Santiago, right? That's, for me, that's a freedom lifestyle. I am happy, right? I'm a happy Helen. So for me, how I break that down is Wednesdays, I like my back-to-back calls with my one-on-one clients, my group programs. And then Fridays are like content creation. I do my free Tash Talk show. I might do podcast interviews, all of those types. It's a very creational kind of day. And then Monday, I'm a CEO. Monday, I look at my money. Monday, I have calls with my accountants. Mondays, I spend time not actually in the business, but on the business. It's a Tash day. It's a CEO Tash day. So I spend the time on myself. I have an extra long morning routine. I work out. I get myself out into nature. I do all the things that are actually going to top me up. I have sessions with my coach, right? I do my own RRT. Like, I make sure that I'm doing stuff that actually top me up as a CEO. So I'm working on myself. And I'm always tapping into my highest version of myself. Because if I'm being honest with you, my current Natasha right now, does she love to work out? No, like she doesn't. Do I look through it in what I teach my clients, as in the lens that I look through it? Yes. How I teach my clients is this. What would feel possible to do? Well, yeah, working out would feel possible to do. And what would feel good to have done? Well, whoever regrets a workout. Like, you feel incredible afterwards, don't you? So the current Natasha could be like, oh no, I want to get this done. I want to have a bit more of a lazy morning, or I want to do some meal prep, or I want to get in and create this and do a live. That's the current Natasha. But my highest version of myself is someone that shows up for herself, mind, body, and soul. I want my body to be as strong as what my mind is. The success I've been able to create in my business, I want to be able to create in my body. My body's my temple. So I make decisions based on that. My highest, best version of myself speaks fluent Spanish, is incredible. Well, guess what? I need to take action as the current Natasha right now in order to hiring that Spanish mentor, jumping in when Santiago goes to his Spanish classes, I go with him, right? We do cards at home. I'm constantly speaking to Michael and listening to him speak Spanish constantly. So can you see? I'm not just waiting for this voice to just manifest into my body where I just naturally can just speak Spanish. I'm doing the work now in order for that to happen. My higher self invests huge amounts of money every single month into different accounts. Well, guess what? The current Natasha wouldn't know what to do with 7 figures to invest 7 figures. So guess what? I hired a coach to help me do that. So you have got to step into your badass version of yourself now. Because she's acting very differently to the way you are acting. And that's why she's creating very different results. So we have to tap into that. So who is your baddest version self? Now, this is something that I wrote out and I want you to see if it lands with you. She's committed as fuck. She's not afraid to fail. She takes daily action. She thinks outside the box. She dreams big and she backs herself. She's always pushing herself to the edge to grow, putting herself in programs where she is the little fish in a big pond. She shows up. She shows up as her unapologetic self. She sells. Her audience love it. And they can't wait to buy from her as they feel her energy. She's confident. She has the ability to love herself for truly who she is. And she steps into that knowingness that she is enough. She's open to receiving. She's neutral with and around money and knows it's just energy and is always attracting nothing but overflow. She trusts herself. She moves. She doesn't entertain bullshit chitter chatter that's going on in her mind. She knows. She knows she holds the power and she's committed to change. She's committed to growth. She's committed to success, no matter what. Did you just get goosebumps? I want to know who's with me. Put yes in the chat box if you're like, yeah, I am ready. Who is ready to step into that next level badass version of themselves now? They're not going to wait. Who's waiting 6 months? Who's waiting a year? Who's waiting 5 years? Who wants to wait that long? Yes, 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 yes. Abso-freaking-lutely. And I feel like this, I got this Instagram story today. I'm just going to put it up on here. And it's from, if you don't follow them, they're really good. Moonemans. I hope I'm saying that right. Moonemans, okay? And this is just so potent from what I'm about to invite you to, okay? So, March the 23rd, 2023. You're entering a new season where everything will start to go your way. It's time. You've had enough lessons. You did the work. You overcame so much. You believed even when it was hard to. You never gave up. You pushed through it all. Now it's your turn to receive in a major way. And this really lands with me. As last year, I went through one of the hardest years of my life. And through everything that I had experienced, I am so grateful now, looking back, that I did experience all of that, because it made me who I am today. It downloaded Conscious Coach. It transformed my mind, body and soul, which completely transformed me and my business to a whole different level. And at the time when I was going through this very, very challenging year, I wasn't going, oh wow, it's going to be okay. I know I'm going to download a program out of this and teach and empower other people to do this. No, I was like, holy hell, I'm in the thick of this. And in my program, Conscious Coach, I go into all of what actually I went through last year. Anyway, besides the point, that resonated with me. That landed with me because I'm like, I know. And now the universe knows. And now this Instagram account knows. It knows through everything that I've experienced in the last year. And I know you relate to this. I know you feel exactly the same. To whatever degree you have been feeling or felt, to whatever degree of this. But I want to invite you to my 6-week live program, which is transformational. It's called Conscious Coach. And it's about tapping into your unconscious powers to activate that next level of success for you, so that you can activate the confidence, the happiness, the success and the money from the inside. And this is what I say to you about the importance of, imagine how it would feel like to feel so regulated in your nervous system that when you looked at your bank account, whatever the number was, it meant you didn't, it was neutral. You had no attachment to an outcome to become successful. Powerful, right? In this program, I'm going to teach you how to turn down that inner critic, to turn up the freaking badass chick. That's what I'm going to do. This is 6 weeks live program. Now, once I'm going to go into a little bit more about the program, but I want you to know this. Lots of people sell online courses at this price point, but I wanted to create something that would give you the teaching of an online course, the potency of the activations, really easy, accessible, but with the live program, hot seating vibe of it. That's what I wanted to create. And freak me, 2022, the worst year of my life, downloaded and created the most incredible program ever. And you know what? I can't even take credit, and this is, just hear me out here. I can't even take credit of, oh my goodness, I feel like this program is bigger than me. That's how I feel. I feel like this oh, let's give you shivers. I feel like this program needs to get into every single entrepreneur's hands, because you really need to understand that you've got to do this inner work on a whole different level. This is mindset work on speed, right? This is what this is. What I teach, which is rapid resolution therapy, intertwined into my own kind of vibe, into my own energy, in a way, in a capsule, in a capacity that I'm freakingly obsessed with, is just everything. Oh my God, I feel you. I'm hearing you. Yes. Yeah, I know. I feel it. I feel like I'm a vessel and it's just coming through me. That's how I feel. There is no other program like it. Thank you, Tony. This is the best thing you'll ever do. Mwah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We're going to be starting the second week in April, which I believe is like around the 10th, I believe it is. Let me just triple check. The actual date's to be seen, but week commencing, the 10th. So it'll be that. What you're going to get, 6 weeks, this program is, it's live. We're going to be doing weekly coaching calls, hot seating, where we're actually going to be doing live activations. So you come with your limiting belief. These things that are making you feel stuck, we're going to clear it, going to shift it. You are literally going to lay yourself back down and I'm going to do the heavy lifting. I'm going to do it for you. Literally, as if you go to a hairdresser's and the hairdresser does all your hair and you come out feeling fabulous. This is what this program is. You're also going to have powerful weekly content for us to go deep. This isn't about we're going to affirm our way through life and we're just going to affirm £1 million and you're just going to get £1 million. Like, we're going deep in this content for you to really create that transformational change. There's going to be a vault of activations that have already been recorded from the first incredible cohort of girls, and it's on a podcast feed. So you literally can just tap into it. You don't have to log on online, literally on your phone, on a podcast, ready to go. Feeling a bit, we've just looked at your online banking, you feel a bit, maybe a client said no to you, maybe you didn't receive the money you thought you were going to, maybe the launch didn't go the way you did, maybe your confidence took a bit of a dip, maybe you feel a bit overwhelmed and time's just a bit, there's an activation in there for you to shift it, to clear it for you. If the last cohort of girls is anything to go by, you'd be so freaking lucky to be in these programs. I'm so blessed because I seem to attract the most incredible girls into my programs all of the time. Like, I'm just so freaking happy about that. And also there's a bonus when you pay in full, you get a one-on-one private coaching session with me. I know, right? So my intention for this program is to close down all the tabs that you currently have open. So let's say you're in front of your laptop at the moment. And if you're anything like me, I've got 6 different tabs and that's actually closed. I probably had about 60 before I started this live and I was like, nope, got to close them all down. And that's your thoughts. So see your laptop in front of you and all those tabs that are open, they're your thoughts. That's why the limiting belief keeps coming up, because even though when you're doing the affirmations, you're doing the meditation, you're doing the journaling, it's deeper work we need to go, because that's conscious mind. I want to talk to the unconscious mind. And unconscious and conscious speak very different languages. It's like Japanese and Spanish. And if you don't understand them, then you've got no hope. So you could be sitting there going, I've got this, I'm a badass, I'm going to make 100K, it's all going to be good, and you're feeling good. But unconscious doesn't buy into that, has no idea what you're saying. Because the unconscious mind speaks very different, it understands very different to what the conscious mind does. So I'm going to teach you, I'm going to speak to the unconscious mind to clear those shifts for you. So that you can close down those tabs and you can reorganize it. So life feels with possibility, with energy, with creativity, with logic, with possible solution based, rather than fear and, oh my goodness, what if this doesn't work out? And you stop relaying all the past events and the potential dreaded events that can happen. What happens if that client says no? What if you could feel neutral around that? If a client gets into my DM and goes, oh my God, I really want to join Conscious Coach, I'm like, freaking incredible. Now, if she doesn't, it doesn't change anything about me, my program, who I am, my morals, my energy. She's just not ready for this right now. She'll be back. Amazing. If she's not, okay, cool. What if you could feel like that around your business? I want you to learn how to get out of your own head, how to learn to reprogram that unconscious mind, those deep-rooted beliefs that you've had years of conditioning with. I want you to be able to step into and own your own power so you feel totally confident and resilient to show up as the badass version of yourself, as your higher self. I want you to learn about shadow work so that you can go back to your old self and step into that new light of yourself and thrive with your personal power. I want you to smash your goals effortlessly. So business feels easy and fun without all that pressure of deadlines. And oh my goodness, I didn't make this in this time, which means this. I want you to literally detach yourself away from any meaning. I'm going to teach you how to collapse time so you can play more and make more money. I want to teach you how you can magnetize yourself to attract more clients to you so it doesn't feel like selling, it feels like attracting. And I want you to master the energetics, the emotional intelligence, and what embodiment actually is. And this is why I speak about this so much, that so many people that are hugely successful, we all say the same things, which is you need to make sure that you're doing this inner mastery. And it will change the game for you. So this is a 6-week live activation program that is going to change the way you think and feel, which will change the trajectory of you, your life, and your freaking business. Now you've got some options. You have the option of the payment plan, which is $599 for 4 months. Or you've got the pay, or you can pay upfront. Now with the upfront, you have got $1997. Now these are early bird prices that I'm telling you. The prices are going to go up in a couple of days. So I want you to lean into this, feel it, and be like, I'm going, right? I'm going to put the link of the sales page for you into the chat box. And I'll post it up into the Facebook again afterwards. And I'll also send you an email after this. There we go. With all the details. I want you to see the sales page. I want you to see the videos of the girls. I want you to hear what they said, the audio, like embody yourself, like go in and immerse yourself into the sales page. It's a journey. It's a vibe. It's a thing. It's all about the energy. Or if you want to upgrade yourself to the VIP, which gives you one-on-one coaching with me. So you get everything in Conscious Coach, the 6-week group program, the activations, the live calls. You get all of that plus one-on-one coaching calls with me. You also get an in-person meetup strategy session for us to work through strategy with you and your business. You'll also get an in-person business brunch. They're all going to meet up and drink bubbles and be together as a collective, be surrounded by the right type of vibe. And now with the one-on-one, you get their bi-weekly calls, and you also get Voxer support, which is voice note support. So in between our calls, when you're feeling like, oh, I want to go through this, or I feel like this, you get me as your one-on-one business coach. It's truly transformational. Now for this, you can also do a payment plan, which is $1,833 over 3 months, or you can pay in full and get the $4,999, so just under $5,000. These prices are in UK pounds, so you'll have to do your own if you want to transform them over to a different currency, you can just use like a website for that. If you do have any questions about this, then please do just send me a DM over on Instagram at Natasha Clark Coaching. You'll know it's me because you'll get a voice note from me. But I want you to lean into this. I want you to feel magnetized to this. I want you to feel called. I want you to feel like, wow, this is meeting me at my energy right now. This is exactly what I need. I know I need to go in. I know I've got some work to do. I know the mindset work just isn't shifting this with me. I want to activate personal power. I want to step into my best version of myself. I want to, in 6 weeks' time, be going, that was the best freaking decision I ever made. That's what I want. That is my intention for you. And the girls here, hi Danielle, Tony, the girls that went through the last program, like, you know, you'll see their testimonials on the sales page, and I'm sure the girls won't mind if you wanted to reach out to them and ask them questions. This fills me with so much excitement to be able to open and offer this to you. It really, truly does. So that's all I'm going to say on it. I'm not going to here to convince you or go through objections. If you feel called, join. If you've got any questions, send me a DM. Like, simply as that. Right, my loves, I'm going to love you and leave you. I cannot wait for day 4 on Friday, tomorrow, and then we've got day 5 on Monday. I love you. Have the most epic freaking day, and you have got this.